Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Darius Stover, and today I'm presenting to you the case against the use of social media for teenagers. So, for my introduction, social media is deeply integrated in teen life, and despite its benefits, research shows it has serious risk. So, for my goal today, I want you to be convinced that we should be limiting social media use among teens, specifically from the age range of 5 to 18. So, mental health, specifically body image, platforms promotes these unrealistic beauty standards. And in a study by Farduli and Yeager, they say that Facebook increases these appearance concerns in these young teens. And so, as a consequence of that, they get low self esteem and start developing these harmful behaviors. Next, in the formation of identity, specifically again in young teens, they build their identity through online personas. And in another study by Litchi, they're driven by FOMO, which is just a fear of missing out. And they want their social recognition. They want people to see their identities and the curated personas that they have online and think that they're cool or interesting. But in reality, the impact of this is that people see them, their true selves, and it leads to anxiety and a distorted sense of their self worth. Next, their ideological isolation. So, their algorithms that reinforce our existing beliefs. And in this other source that I have by Flaxman, it says that echo chambers limit our critical thinking. And so these echo chambers that we have, that algorithms contribute to, only show us a couple of the same thing over and over again, that just gets us in a box where we only see one viewpoint that we agree with and never see the opposing side. So the result is intellectual stagnation and a polarization to other views that we might not agree with. We never see the gray area. So next, we have cyberbullying and empathy loss. So online anonymity fuels cruelty. The study by Gao, a low empathy plus moral disengagement equals cyberbullying. So their low care for the actual human on the other side of the screen leads to people feeling able to do these cyberbullying attacks. And so the victims of these cyberbullying attacks get serious mental harm from those attacks. So, why this matters? Teen brains are still developing, and vulnerabilities are exploited by the design of these platforms. And so that leads to long term consequences for our society because the youth is what will create our society in the future. And so you might say a counter argument to these claims would be, some say social media offers connection and community. You might even say you get a lot of good memes from social media. That's true for some, but this is often outweighed by all of these risks. Design of these algorithms and these social media platforms prioritizes engagement and profit over the well-being of its users. So I have a few solutions. I believe that we need to be teaching digital literacy to our children. We need to set limits on their screen time, only a couple hours, like 1 or 2 hours a day. And we need to encourage non-addictive tech design so that we're not always spending our time on these platforms and we use it for better things. So I have a call to action for parents, for educators, and for the policymakers. We must act. We need to support healthy adolescent development. We need to protect our teens and our youth from these exploitative platforms. And so, just an interesting discovery I have while researching this subject is just the actual overwhelming extent of the algorithm and its design and the way it manipulates young people and people in general. It's just so surprising. And teen behavior, it's also shaped more by social media companies than we might think. The way that our senses of humor and our ideas ultimately are a product of all the time that we spend on these social media platforms. It's incredible. So why I care, social media did shape my generation. And I believe that understanding its effects helps us regain control. I want control of my life. I want to control my time. And I believe that anybody else deserves control of their time. And it shouldn't be impacted so much as it is today by social media. And teens deserve to be less reliant on social media platforms. So, in conclusion, social media's harms outweighs its benefits for teens. I think I've made that clear today. Limiting use is necessary for health and growth. And let's prioritize people over platforms. Thank you for listening. And this is my works cited page.